economic growth is not a New Age concept. Our grandparents and theirs before them have sailed through both calm and tumultuous economic seas. And though the context has evolved, some of their financial wisdom remains relevant, brimming with nuggets of advice we could all benefit from. Dive in as we go deeper into Grandma's money strategies during prosperous times. 1. Barter system revival. Grandma often recounted stories of exchanging freshly laid eggs for hand-stitched mittens. Before currency took over, bartering was the norm. It wasn't just a transaction, it was a bond between community members. Rediscovering this art can help reestablish community relationships while also promoting sustainability. 2. The rain check technique. Instant gratification wasn't the order of the day. If a sale product was out of stock, Grandma wouldn't fuss. She'd ask for a rain check, guaranteeing her the sale price once the item was back in stock. This method allowed for both patience and savings. 3. The magic of mason jars. Grandma's kitchen was a museum of mason jars filled with colorful pickles, ferments, jams, and more. They are a testament to the beauty of preserving food, allowing for both savings and a continual supply of homemade delicacies. 4. Die pest control. Why splurge on chemical pest control when nature provides remedies? Grandma would sprinkle crushed eggshells to deter slugs or plant marigolds to keep aphids away. Nature was her shield against pests. 5. The newspaper seed pot. Gardening wasn't just about flowers and aesthetics. It was a food source. Transforming old newspapers into biodegradable seed pots, Grandma exhibited eco-friendly practices long before they became mainstream. 6. Soap saving. Every soap remnant, however tiny, was meticulously collected. Once she gathered enough, these soap slivers were melted and remolded into a new bar. This was zero waste living at its finest. 7. Homemade gifts. The commercial world hadn't overshadowed the charm of handcrafted gifts in Grandma's time. Be it embroidered handkerchiefs, fruit baskets from her garden, or freshly baked bread, each gift was an expression of love. 8. Renting out space. To Grandma, idle space was an overlooked income source. An empty barn became a storage unit. A spare room became a cozy bed and breakfast. Her home was both a haven and an enterprise. 9. Vintage vending ventures. Who knew old vending machines held treasures? With the right touch and a bit of luck, Grandma had a knack for finding spare change in these vintage machines. 10. Homemade broths. The backbone of her legendary soups. Grandma's broths were masterpieces. Created from leftover bones and vegetable trimmings, they showcased her culinary expertise and her disdain for waste. 11. The envelope budget system. As incomes rose, Grandma's expenditure didn't race to catch up. She allocated money to different envelopes for various expenses. This wasn't just budgeting, it was a disciplined lifestyle. 12. Reusing wrapping paper. In the age of throw-away culture, Grandma's careful unwrapping of gifts and storing the paper for reuse was an early lesson in sustainability. 13. Clothing rotation. Fashion for Grandma wasn't about newness. It was about rotation. Each garment was worn with pride, maintained meticulously, and rotated to ensure longevity. 14. Hidden yard sales. Grandma's weekends often began with yard sales, especially in posh neighborhoods. From antique furniture to rare books, her finds were always eclectic and surprisingly affordable. 15. Nature's fridge. The outdoors, during cold seasons, served as Grandma's secondary fridge. Milk jugs, cheese, and other perishables would sit in a cool corner outside, conserving energy and maintaining freshness. Grandma's wisdom stretches beyond nostalgic stories and into practical, actionable advice for our times. With the world rapidly changing, these ancient pearls encourage us to navigate economic prosperity without forgetting the virtues of patience, sustainability, and community. Embrace the old to innovate the new. That's the way forward.